This is Dennis Slusar, and he's coming on with Down2Chill app. So Dennis, tell me, what does that even mean?
So right now, when you get out of work, school, or anytime you're available, you want to hang out with friends without actually making work and calling, texting them. How do you know who's free to hang out with you?
You don't?
And that's the main problem. After I finished college back in 21, I realized everyone went their own ways, got into the rhythm of life. And unless you actually called someone, continually updated them with schedules, like kept a pulse,
Yeah.
you didn't know who was free. So we built an app where you click a button and you show your availability. The opposite of do not disturb. Essentially, hey, I'm free. Come hang out with me.
I mean, that's kind of brilliant. Um,
Thank you.
so like I'm only free on Sundays. Sundays is when I'm bored and I would actually hang out with people. So like if I wanted to hang out with friends, I would set my status to like open to hang out.
So it's as simple as you go into the app and you click the button as, hey, I'm available to hang out. Then any friend who's also available at that time, who's either clicked that button or if they're already hanging out together, let's say your friend's already chilling at someone's house.
Yeah.
If they click the link up button, as simple as sending you a link request, it shows them all together to every single one of their social circles. So
Okay.
that's the added benefit is you get to know who's at the party, at the move, whatever you're going, out of your friends and out of other people.
So how long ago did you come up with the idea?
About 4 years ago,
Okay.
that's been, yeah.
And what's the current stage? Like, does the app exist yet?
So about 2 weeks ago, we finally got on the App Store. That was a huge achievement for us.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's been wild. We've been keeping it on the down low because we've been working through the UI. We had to sacrifice a couple things.
Yeah. So if you're listening, don't download it.
Download it in like a week. But
A week.
we're working on it. We were part of Tech 360.
Okay.
Got a lot of live user feedback. Basically, the biggest issue is you have to tell all your friends to download the app.
Oh, so you need to get the app out.
That's the thing is, if you get the app and you don't have your friends on the app, it's useless. You have the network effect.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the same thing that eBay, Craigslist, Facebook, Instagram, all those apps, unless you have your friends on there, they don't work.
Have you seen the movie of the founders of Facebook?
Yes.
Are you just going to copy and paste what they did?
No, that's the thing is all these original social medias came out to make us more social, but they've done the opposite. They've learned to monetize on our time and our attention span.
Yeah.
They show you the reels that are interesting to you just
Yeah.
to extract more money of your time, show you more ads, and they make a lot of profit. We realized that right now it's getting much easier to build an app. Everyone's going to be doing with vibe coding with AI.
Yeah.
The only apps that are going to stick around are things that provide use case to the person.
Yeah, that are actually useful.
Exactly.
And they don't have the negatives of like constantly being fed ads.
Ads, content. So we did a one picture story because anyone who's chilling, they're allowed a one picture story or it just shows their mood and like
Okay.
their emotions. And like, here, you got a 6-pack, send it to picture for the story or.
So can I link this in the podcast description
Yeah,
if people
please
want to
do.
check it? So it's basically in beta right now.
So we've done alpha and beta test rounds, which is how we have so much functionality within the app. We've run through it.
Okay.
Prior to it being on the App Store, we used test flight. We were under NDAs and we couldn't talk about it because we were worried about the idea leaking out. We trademarked the name. We have patents in progress. So, and next month we are actually presenting at New Enterprise Forum. I've been getting coaching on the pitch deck.
Where is that?
It's here in Ann Arbor. If anyone's a startup in Ann Arbor, I highly recommend check out New Enterprise Forum and Spark.
Is it through Spark?
They're two separate organizations, but
Okay.
they're phenomenal at helping new startups.
Can I come to it then?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just have to register and yeah.
Is it free?
Yes. So
Heck
New
yeah.
Enterprise Forum operates in a way that you can sign up and become a member and basically because every time they provide food, they provide the space and it's a good time. But yeah, so that's a way you can give back if you want.
Okay. So it's Down2Chill.
Down the number 2 and then chill.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So where do you see it going? Like, how do you think you're going to get your first 100 users, say, like 100 people signed up?
So that we're going to leverage the fraternities and sororities because our app is built for any friend groups that are already together. So those are just the more social ones that we're going to target. There's also any organization essentially that's on campus. We're going to start with U of M because both my brother and my brother's my co-founder, Vlad Slusar, and me, we both graduated from the University of Michigan. So
Can we get your brother on sometime?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, he's very good with any of the technical stuff.
Okay. He's the tech side.
Yeah, he had over 10 years at Ford working in GNSS, AV, telematics, and their R&D department.
For people that are not wizard tech, just like if I was a 4-year-old, what would you say that means?
He can do cybersecurity and make sure that when we're building the app, no one can. So
make sure you don't get robbed.
Exactly.
Digitally.
Exactly.
Okay.
Which is very important in today's world. People have no idea.
Yeah. So, I see that being something that you can pitch to somebody and I don't see a reason they wouldn't try it, right? Like if you say, hey, it's free to sign up, probably want to sign up pretty easy, right?
You can go with Apple sign up. You can create an account, Google email, any of those. We've created it.
So I can just hit like sign up through Google.
Exactly.
And it's just
easy.
Okay.
Or your Apple account. And then all you have to do is you can even not tailor your profile if you want. We recommend people do, but you can just click that button and that's it.
Do you see safety concerns?
So that's where you can manage who sees your availability. So you can always see which friends are like available to you, but you can choose, are you only available for your best friends, for your work friends, for your close family with small eyeballs? You just turn it off and on. As simple as that.
Okay.
So you could be showing your availability and your location if you want to turn it on to like 3 people or 10 people.
Yeah.
But you'll be able to see 20 or 25, whoever you brought in from your contacts who's using the app, even if they're an old time friend who you see a story and it's weird to swipe up because it's sometimes awkward.
Yeah. But so like I want to try it.
That'd be amazing.
But for me, the biggest utility though is I want to meet more people. How does it work with that?
So that actually is a very good question. And imagine you meet someone from a workplace or at a bar.
Yeah.
You have to get their contact, right?
Yeah.
Instead, you can say, hey, add me on Down2Chill. You scan the QR code. Boom. What happens next is if you took path 1 and you got their phone number, you'd have to hit them up with a text, go through some small talk, go back and forth, figure out the schedule, figure out what they want to do, time to align, all those things.
Yeah.
Instead, you work around your availability. You don't worry about that person.
Yeah.
You just do your work. And then on Sunday, when you're free, you click that button and you see, oh, that person I'm at the bar, they're also free and they're down to chill. They're by their friend, they're with a friend or by themselves. And you hit them up and you already know, 1, they're available. 2, if they set a mood, are they down to chill, go out, stay in, go to a party, do all those things. They can even set a custom mood. So
like I met you and Evan at 1 Million Cups last week. Yeah. If you don't know, 1 Million Cups is a local like networking group. But I want to, when you're out and about, social, time off, just, chilling, I want to know when, and I want to know where, and I want to know like if you're with 3 other people, it'd be cool when I'm free to just be able to look and see, oh, he's with 3 other people. Maybe I should see if I can join, or like, how does that work?
The only question around everything you said is, hey, is Dennis comfortable sharing with Ben that he's chilling with Evan and his friends and that he wants him to come out and chill in this social aspect? That's it.
Are you?
That's the thing. My elbow will be open on you because I'm like, hey, he's down.
Let's go.
Yeah. And so one other shout out to 1 Million Cups if you haven't heard about it. And it's a little different from NEF and Spark. It's more run by just regular people, community, and there's a team of organizers.
Yeah.
But
I'm having them on.
Ooh, really?
And like,
perfect.
When it's December.
I've been an organizer and helping them out a little bit with YouTube. It's been a little more time intensive than I expected.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a community run in over 125 locations now.
Really?
Yeah.
All across.
Expanded nationwide.
Well, they've done a good job. Like, they've done a good job of basically not existing and then existing. That's what I'm going to interview them on. Is like, how did you go from nothing? Because I think they started a few years ago, right? Or maybe not even. Do you know?
Ann Arbor.
Yeah, the Ann Arbor
chapter just started in 2024.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's the fastest growing chapter, and Ginger Limon and Arash are like.
Well, they got some good people on the organization.
Yeah, they were the 2 original ones that brought it here and then expanded. Ann Arbor's a perfect place for it.
I'm hoping I can actually help grow it too with all the people I'm interviewing. Like I sat down with Marley Turner with Marley Turner's Tree Service.
Mm-hmm.
But like he should be going to events and meeting people.
And it's a frictionless thing where you can come, socialize for half an hour, then you sit.
Yeah.
You see someone just come present and you can be part of it. That's the thing. It's like,
well, you can present for free too.
Yeah.
So you can get in front of like 25 people, which I'm gonna. And
if you're a startup that's less than 5 years.
Yeah. And I'm presenting in January. for Honorable
That's
Pest
right.
Control. Are you going to be there?
Tell me when and I'll mark it on my calendar. We work on calendars nowadays. We always just.
So what are the top networking events that you go to right now? Like the top two. Let's do top three.
So
Value.
that's the thing. 1 million cups is really good because it has a value of you have the same people that attend every time. Some like locals, some people who know, and there's new people who come in every single time. So you have both a new inflow and an old inflow. As an entrepreneur with like Down2Chill, that's a perfect thing with the background to talk, network, get advice on things. And
can you do, this is what I want. Can you do like an entrepreneurship category on
entrepreneurship.
Down2Chill?
What do you mean? Like I want to be like I'm down to entrepreneur right now.
Well, no, but like if you have that, maybe you tag it on your profile or something. So I can see who has entrepreneurship on their profile that's Down2Chill.
So here's the thing, to sideline, just to tell you the next future steps of Down2Chill.
Yeah.
The first thing is to teach people to use the stuff we've already built.
Yeah.
The hard part is I can't explain it in under 90 seconds because there's so much different functionality, each for its own purpose. But once I explain it, the people are like, whoa, I get it. This is cool. But it takes that explanation. And phase 2 is we say, hey, we have the people chilling. How do we make money? Say, hey, local businesses, you guys want people to eat, come visit you, etc. Like Yelp or Groupon. Groupon takes 50% revenue share, which is why restaurants.
What is Groupon?
Groupon is basically a coupon clipping app where they were like, oh, you guys want to find local businesses? Feature a coupon to our users and they'll come. And unfortunately, their revenue, they take 50% of revenue. So only massage places and certain other types of.
How are you funding the app now? Is this personal? Or do you have some sort of investment?
So we've had in-house $50,000 up till now. We've just recently closed $100,000 of investment from a private party. That was really cool. Yeah, because it shows that you're working on this and you know it's going to work. But when someone actually says like, wow, this is amazing.
Well, this is
money.
Yes. This is like Uber.
That's the point.
That's how but
why do you need Uber if you can pay a friend that same amount and they can come to your house and pick you up if they know you're free?
You'll probably get Uber to buy you out in 5 years.
Well, the point is we want to interface with all of these other companies and have them tap into our API. So we can provide more to our users. The goal is one, provide the basic of who's available. Then on top of that, provide things to do, places to go. And if these businesses would like to, they can feature a coupon. Doesn't matter what size, whatever, but that's on them. We give them the platform to do that.
So you could take kind of Groupon's whole system, but start integrating. I mean, you're not doing it through Groupon.
Essentially, a Yelp and a Groupon. Like Yelp, you can't upload your business logo unless you pay monthly for a subscription. That's their thing. You can describe everything, but yeah.
Groupon's a no-brainer. They don't charge anything until somebody uses it, right?
Yes, and they charge it from the business. So when I come into a business, sometimes they'll say, "Hey, we'll give you the Groupon price without charging the Groupon."
Because Groupon's 50%.
Exactly, even though that's outside policy.
Yeah.
But that's the second phase. And then the third phase is like, we can grow more social. Once we figure out all the legal roadblocks to people meeting other ones around things you're interested in, say entrepreneurship, say hiking, say anything else. Right now there's Meetup. That's the platform that I used actually in college. I found amazing people. I literally met fantastic, amazing people who changed my trajectory of life through Meetup. But then every single one of those people, they would not be able to use it today. They said, we're going to charge $12.99 for anyone, whether it's a business person, etc., to say, hey, I have a Meetup, come visit me on whatever.
Yeah, they charge, because I did a little bit of that. And I don't know, I don't love Meetup's like user interface and how they do it.
That's the thing. It's just, it gates it from everyone else doing it. What we want to do is more like, hey, if you want to say, hey, I'm into this, I'm going here at this time, you should be able to do that.
So what's your position in the company? Are you trying to, you're not developing it, right? Or are you?
So I'm CEO, that's your brother. And my brother's CTO.
Okay.
Basically, the two of us, we work hand in hand. I just do more of the networking events.
Because I would love to mastermind with you just because I'm interested in it. How can we make it as viral as possible? How can you take it where one person signs up and it's not just like maybe they'll tell their friends. It's like you can psychologically engineer it so that they tell their friends.
So that's for one. We've got our 100,000 that we've raised.
Yeah.
The 50 that we raised originally, we've burned through that. We've used it to build out and get where we are right now.
Yeah.
The 100 is our burn rate through the next year, and it's going to go majority wise towards marketing. It's just figuring out when's the time to pull the trigger on the most and go through TikTok, other apps.
Yeah. How do you make it self-sufficient? Where like once you get, because the way to do it is once you get one person on, within a month, they statistically speaking bring 1.2 people on. And then you have infinite growth.
Here's the thing. Then see, all of this is like we could talk hypotheticals, but it's way harder to do in code and to make it a reality. But here's how we can mitigate it is basically instead of right now, if you go to Snapchat, every single user you want to invite, you have to send them an invite personally. Yeah. All the other apps do that. What we have to do is same thing. You have to bring in your users and you have to either tell them or text them one by one.
Yeah.
What we can do is add an option for people to say, hey, I want to use Down2Chill's phone number and text my friends that, hey, I'm using Down2Chill, get the app, just send them a quick link.
Yeah.
And we'll check a database that within the past 3 days, no one else has already bugged that person to not send them too much stuff. So it won't be like a spam, but for example, Ben, it'll be hey, Ben, like a friend is using Down2Chill. And if they want, like, that's what we're.
That's kind of brilliant. I don't see why. So that text. Okay. So like, let me see if I understand. You tell me about it. I'm sold. I love the idea. And I am kind of at this point. I don't know. I think that I would be even more sold if you had an entrepreneur because I'm just so interested. I'm more niche, but like I just want to talk to entrepreneurs. I want people who have that on their profile.
So we had a time when we're now 9 buttons, 9 activities.
Yeah.
One of those is a custom. We had 27 and we realized keep it really simple.
Like, keep it stupid simple.
Yeah. Like,
dude, no. And I think you're 100. I don't want to use an app that's complicated.
Like you don't need paragliding. You don't need most of the things like kayaking, other things. They're like such a small percentage of what people do compared to every day. Like you go out, you see some friends, you chill at home, you go to the restaurant, you go somewhere to an event, and that's it.
Like, could it be adventure? Are you going to do something like that so you can see what people want? Like, because some people, they're like, I want to go do something fun. I want to rock. They want that vibe. Mm-hmm. How do they like say, hey, that's what I'm looking for? Or how do they filter by that?
So the first goal is to just get users and teach them, hey, there's a new way of showing your availability.
Yeah.
Instead of like, you click do not disturb when you don't want people to bug you, you just click this button when you're out of school or work.
Yeah.
We can automate it, but we're just keeping it simple, right?
Yep. No, I like
That's
that.
The goal.
I think you're on point.
When you're already comfortable using it with your friends, there should be a mode where you switch into public view and you can find others who are public outside of your friend group who are interested in certain activities, certain other things. But that's all with public view. Right now, we want to first just focus on friend groups because here's the reason. Other apps have done this before. It's not a new concept. The reason why they didn't work is they connected strangers.
Yeah.
You have to continually funnel marketing money, like Chicago, New York.
Yeah.
Once you stop funneling marketing money, people stop using it. And once they're stop users, they don't connect.
Yeah.
Our hypothesis is, hey, if we spend some marketing money on getting a friend group, teaching them the value of using our app, the benefit, the time saving, all the other stuff, they'll use it. And then if we can provide other value on top of that, there we go.
Well, and if you look at it like you got 3 people in a network, each person has 3 more friends. So if you build it right, and I think that's what the network effect means, right?
Yeah.
Because you see, boom, so you got 3 people, you teach them, they're sold, they love it. They've each got 3 friends that are not within this tight group. And then you go boom, 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 9. And then they all have 3 friends and boom, 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 boom. And then within like 5, like even 5 cycles of that, you're up to thousands of users.
So that's for the users. And the way we get exposure to like funding for the next rounds is because we're still building out our B2B, everything else.
Yeah.
One, the NEF presentation, the Enterprise Forum presentation next month.
Yeah.
And part 2 is we have a public round that we're raising on WeFunder. Friends, family, anyone who knows about it firsthand right now can invest $100 or more up to $2,500 if they're not an accredited investor.
They can't invest more? What if I wanted to give you $1 million?
Talk to Evan.
Oh.
You have to talk to Evan or someone who can broker that for you or become an accredited investor.
Do you get something for investing?
you get a percentage of the company. We've essentially put up a piece of the company, and on WeFunder, it's all explained, all the terms, everything. Yeah, we made it simple. If anyone believes in the mission, they're like, okay, these guys can might actually stick around for this reason, then take a portion of the company as like a first round. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
And what that does is on WeFunder, why we chose that platform is it's the most widely used one. And two, after you raise $50,000, it features you to every single investor. Essentially, it gives you marketing.
Oh.
Not just, you have to raise.
Yeah.
The original $50K, you're required to raise within your network.
Yeah.
Because it's a validation of the product, essentially, that people believe in it. And then after the $50K, whatever it is, they feature you until you raise your cap. We've capped it at $100,000. We could have asked for more, whatever, but we just need to get over that $50K for the exposure, proper individuals, firms, etc.
So when you start bringing businesses in, you should be, how do we get honorable? Can we do honorable pest control on there?
Oh, yes, please.
As one of the first businesses.
Oh, we love that. We've talked to businesses and they don't, how do you advertise right now?
Us?
Yeah.
Ads
and Yelp?
No, we have 3 trucks on the road. Mm-hmm. So literally last time when we were at the 1 million cups with Evan, what's the other guy that was there? Do you know his name? No, there's 3 of us. Who's the other guy?
I forgot his name right now.
Anyway, he recognized, we were in his unit like 2 days before, in his apartment unit. He recognized the truck and everything. So the trucks are a big source of just like general advertising, not as much direct sales, but more branding where people will be familiar, like they've seen it around town. We have LSA, which is beautiful. Have you heard of LSA? Mm-hmm. You pay per call. So you don't pay anything until you get called.
But you're capped at a certain number of calls per day though.
No.
No, you can do unlimited?
You can't do unlimited because the market's limited.
Yeah, of course.
You can do unlimited. So we have our budget, like we pay like $60 a call. And we get maybe 10 calls a day. And we convert at like 80%. So we're converting pretty good and our ticket's high enough. So that's our best, most effectively. If we could 10x it, we would. The market only has so many really high intent buyers because high intent basically means I've got this problem. I know I want to pay somebody to fix it. I'm going on Google to find it. So they go to Google, they see our profile. We've got 143 5 stars. They're great reviewed. Hit call, that goes to us. Google takes a certain amount of money. And we basically pay to be at the top of that. That's our best lead source. And we've got Facebook ads. We're on TV in Jackson. We're on a radio here. Nick's going to be on at like 4 p.m. I might see if I can get on with him. So that's kind of what we're doing for marketing.
Do you think you could do a Down2Chill coupon? Like if you found you through Down2Chill? Well, then perfect. You could be on Down2Chill. There's no reason why.
I want to do that as soon as you can do it. Yesterday. I want to do that yesterday.
And hey, if other friends want to know, get a group plan. But yeah, it's just
So why don't you? How many do you do like sit down with private investors that want to know more information?
That's what it's been for the past months while progressing. That's the fun part is people don't realize in a startup, you actually have to wear every single hat.
Yes.
You have to learn how to do it.
Yeah.
And if you don't know how to do it, you hit the books. Now you hit ChatGPT and you ask, what books can I use and how can I learn this the fastest? Give me a game plan.
Well, you've got your brother on the tech side too, though. That's helpful, right?
It's what lets me sleep at night, knowing that if I can sleep, he can work and like otherwise.
So why don't you use our podcast setup to interview startups? Use AI to clip it, take a 1-hour podcast, take the most interesting 5 points, and then push that out to shorts probably.
Well, that's the goal of Dennis and Friends. That's I actually made that account a while back, but
is that your YouTube?
That's currently
your social media?
Yeah, social media.
Because we can talk more after this podcast, but I would be interested in seeing, like, to me that would make a lot of sense for you to do.
Basically, the goal was I don't want it to just be limited to business and entrepreneurship because for my podcast,
no. Oh, I think you can do whatever on it. My point is, if you're trying to get more exposure and get more investment, take the people you're interviewing and clip the 5. Like there's been some like 30-second clips that people would be like, wow, that makes so much sense. And then they can go to your investment
You just need
stuff.
dummy accounts that like go and post those things all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen that. I think Andrew Tate used that.
Dummy accounts? What do you mean?
Like, so you take like, for example, like the Andrew Tate model. He did the same thing, 30 seconds, but you can't post them on your own account too much. He'd make other accounts and they'd be posting them. Like whatever, like business driven, intelligence and something, like something, whatever.
Yeah.
And they'd focus. I'd literally go on that account. I'm like, these are only Andrew Tate videos. This is interesting. Like
he's not, you know what's funny? He's not doing those videos.
He could not be. It could just be someone else.
It's somebody clipping it and making money off the views.
Of him, which is either or is genius.
Yeah, who cares?
Either or. Yeah.
Either way, Andrew Tate gets more popular.
Like that's the thing. Is like either or he gets more exposure and yada yada.
But I mean, you could use that to spread the word of this app in the investment stage by sitting down with somebody interested in investing, filming the whole thing with our setup, because we're not going to use it 24/7, and then use AI to chop it, take the top 5 most interesting. If you want
to own a part of Down2Chill right now, you believe in the mission. Like
not even that, just like the most interesting bits of this conversation, AI will pull out automatically. It'll clip it up. And once we have the camera set up, AI is also going to clip when you're talking, when I'm talking. It's going to do literally everything. We toured this yesterday with Aaron Copeland, who's a website guy. Hopefully I didn't botch his name, but he's a website agency guy in Jackson. He did a mastermind where we just looked at some of the AI tools. This thing does literally everything. We used it to cut up our interview on JTV in Jackson. With that, it had a 3-camera setup on your face, my face, wide. It was able to cut and do all the editing, start to finish. It put text on screen, and then it did like 100. And you just go through and browse and pick which ones are most interesting.
Dude, that's so cool.
You could do that. I think that would actually work.
That'd be so cool because I want to add some content on, overlay it over the videos too.
Yeah. Oh, you can. But my point is, you've already said when you pitch, people are like, wow, that makes so much sense. Yeah, I think you can leverage organic YouTube with our setup that we're building out for this to probably go viral.
Dude, that'd be amazing. And here's the crazy part is we didn't even have the app out and we had over 1/10 of the round closed.
Yeah.
We hit almost 10K.
Without anything.
Because
just by talking to people.
By talking to people who are like, wow, okay, like this is this. And they could see the way that it could evolve in the next future steps. And because we have the right things to lock in the idea, the right team behind it.
I'm convinced it is a good idea. I would use it if it was developed. I would be happy to promote it. And this is just niche, but for me specifically, I would be even more passionate about it if it had the entrepreneurship tag that I could be like, oh, there's 1,000 people. Let's see who wants to hang. And they're all interested in entrepreneurship.
Entrepreneurs are like, I call it a different breed.
I know. All the hustlers want to get together.
Yeah. And then within entrepreneurs, there's also like completely different kinds of entrepreneurs. But the main thing that I've seen through everyone is persistence. Like they have their idea, their business or whatever.
Yeah.
And they persist with it.
Well, yeah, you can't lose if you don't stop. But if you look at my perspective, for me to make an entrepreneur friend, I have to get out of bed, go to a networking event like 1 Million Cups, talk to people that I don't really vibe with, and then meet somebody like you that's actually like
good combos.
Yeah, good combos. But there's not entrepreneurship events all the time, so I'm limited. Like if I could just, when I'm down to chill, just go see who has that tagged and be like, hey guys, I'm going to mastermind XYZ. Or like anybody want to mastermind their business right now. And I think that would work. But that's just I don't think everybody that might be watching would be interested in that as much as me. But I would be even more sold because that's a very close to my heart goal.
I think we're going to see a lot more entrepreneurships and startups with what's going on. Like a lot of people are either losing their jobs and being forced into that space, or realizing that with AI coming in, their jobs are sometimes like, are they going to stay around or not? They have no idea.
You think entrepreneurship's going?
Well, entrepreneurship starts from, hey, how can I make money? Or, hey, there's a problem. How can I solve it?
Yeah.
And then if you can combine those two, then you have a real good business, right?
I mean, that's true. Yeah.
As simple as that. And so an engineer, what does he do? Solve problems all day. Now what does he do? Solve a problem for society and then figure out all the other blocks of how to market, how to build everything out. And
so where do you think you'll be in a year with this app?
Our goal is to be as big as possible.
Is that
So
1,000 users? Is that 100? Like, what do you think?
we'd hope to be at least past 100,000, 50,000 at least. Like those would be good numbers because a year in,
Yes, that'd be very,
yeah.
very good. But you're also still, I feel like before you want to go too big, it's almost you want to nail, how can you nail the model? Because once you nail it for this market, you could, and doing all local
So
targeting
here's
might be helpful.
how I've thought about it because I've been up at night thinking about all this stuff, man. It's how I go to sleep at night, and I've realized businesses are like people. What do they respond to? Word of mouth.
Yeah.
Business owner, manager. So on our website, we're essentially going to put 2 extra pages. One for ambassadors, influencers. Like if you think school ambassador with different tiers, depending on a few criteria, people will apply. Just explain why they want to be part of the team and just the different tiers, whether they get access to free merch, whether they get more support, etc. What they can do. And businesses will have, hey, apply to be part of our B2B side or to be shown on the
well, I think that's how you're going to cash out once you build the user base.
The user base is what allows us to go to the businesses. Otherwise, we have nothing to offer them.
Yeah.
So that's our main focus. And then in the process of realizing, hey, we're going to be keeping that free for all. Like, so how do we make money? Wow, we can do a mix of all these other apps and we have the first use case and we already have the base.
Do you think it makes sense to kind of get it going just locally using the friend groups? Because really, in a lot of ways, it is a local friend app.
So that's going to be an arbor,
Okay, and then think about, because obviously I think once you nail it here, why not roll out to the whole, like, to everywhere?
Yes, exactly. You're hitting the nail on the head. We start with U of M because we're alumni background. We see how it works, iron out all the wrinkles, everything else. And then we can go to the surrounding universities around Michigan, and then we can go nationwide. And that's when we'll use the influencer push because right now, TikTok, any of those are going to have a really broad spectrum of users and viewers. We're going to use more hyper-localized ads on like Instagram, Facebook that we can set a circle, demographic specifically.
Yeah, but with the podcast clipping strategy, I think you can get some local. If you have in the title.
I still need to start it up for later on for content for all those things.
But you don't need local investment can be nationwide. That doesn't matter to you, right? So, but like I'm thinking if you get 2 million views on a video, you're going to make 100,000 investments on that. And we're already doing this setup for Honorable Pest Control. You got nothing to lose.
A whole new way forward. I love it.
I told you.
That's the way it's been. Like, I don't know, anytime there's been anything brought up, we've gone over so many issues, man. Like, people have no idea just
how much work it takes to build something that's polished.
Dude, you're building like a little Facebook.
Yeah.
Just, it's different. And we have to make sure that whenever a user interfaces, they have to work with any other user. And these UIDs, they have to interconnect. And it's exciting, but it's also a different world. And when I talk to people who want to do entrepreneurship, we're really excited. I'm like, you guys have no idea what you're getting into.
Yes.
It's you know,
when you're not crying, you're smiling.
Yeah.
But most of the time you're just like, why did I decide to be an entrepreneur? This is so hard.
That's why I recommend to most people who want to get into it, if they have their stable job, to keep it, work on the side. Don't go home and watch TV, kick back some beers, everyone else does. Work to get another income flowing in. When that income at least gives you something where it like either outmatches what you're making right now or shows you a path forward, then you know you have a viable business and go into it. Some people are like, oh, I'll cut everything off, sit at home, and force myself into it.
Well, I didn't sit at home. I did. I took the absolute opposite.
What I just said.
Of what you just said.
I was like, I'm going to burn all the boats, burn all the ships. And
dude, when I say I burned the boats in a way that you've probably never met somebody.
Well, that's the other route. But then you have to have the willpower to follow through and to realize that everything is on you. No one else is going to do it for you. No one else is coming to save you. No one else is coming to help you unless you do things.
So my first hustle in Michigan, I had no car. I had $100. And I had a bike.
Mm-hmm.
And I was self-employed with that. The way I did it is I was just like, everybody hates their fucking weeds. I'll pull their weeds with their tools for $25 an hour, which already puts me way above working at McDonald's. And
that's the thing. You just open your mind and you're down to do work that others aren't.
One post on Nextdoor and Facebook, and I was booked solid for 2 weeks. Not even kidding. Literally booked solid.
Wow.
So when people are like, if you feel trapped in your job, there's opportunity. This process, and it's not like I did this. I'm proof of actually doing it. I mean, I had $100 and a bike. Like, if you have that, you can do what I just did. I'd never used Nextdoor as if you know the app. Have you heard of Nextdoor?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes.
I never had created an account. I never made a post on Facebook.
2 weeks. That's amazing.
And I made one on each. And it was a good post. I used ChatGPT to build it. It was just like, hey guys, I just started a weeding business. My mission this summer is to pull every weed in Ann Arbor. Laughing face. Just kidding. That's probably impossible. But if you want weeding done, shoot me a message. And then boom, 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 boom. I had more than I can handle. So I did that. But my point is, if you're in a job you don't like, making $10 an hour or whatever, you can absolutely switch. You just have to connect with the right people. If somebody's watching that and wants to do it, hit me up and I can tell you what to do. My brother went from a W-2 construction business, he's working as an employee. Within 2 weeks, he got his first job for his deck building business. He used the exact same group posting strategy that I used for my weeding business for decking. I was like, Luke's my brother. I was like, Luke, you can quit your business and get jobs. I promise you, because I did this. I've done this a few times. I know this works because I've done it. You can literally do it. So he was like, all right, I'm going to put my 2 weeks in. And he did. And now he did his best month, which was last month. He did $7K profit.
Dude, high five. You're kind of out of something. That's awesome.
He started this summer.
That's awesome.
And I'm telling him he needs to get on the podcast. And he's like, I don't have anything to tell. Dude, you went from W-2 to 7K in a summer?
But do you hear how he said, I wouldn't have anything to tell? That, I've realized, is a huge thing. Out of anyone, we do so much stuff that we're proud of, and yet we forget about it.
I know.
Dude, I wake up sometimes, I'm like, oh shit, I got nothing. I got so much stuff to do, my to-do list is cracking. And I'm like, wait, I was in a way worse position 2 months ago.
And there's somebody, you know how many people are in their jobs and they don't realize they could switch like he did? I think what he did is impressive.
Well, it's the fear.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing.
Oh, it is.
That's the thing that stops us from doing everything. We're all got a little bit of it, and we need a little bit of it, but yeah.
So I was really impressed with how he's been doing his business. And he's going to rip into next summer really strong. He's already gotten, you're talking, he started with literally no reputation, nothing. Now he's got a Google profile, 13 5-stars. People know him on Facebook. He's getting leads from that. He's got a website built out. But I just ran him through my blueprint that I used with weeding and my other previous hustles. And it was he keeps telling me that I caused his success. But I'm like, no, I didn't. I just helped show you what I used to do what I did for my home service businesses. And I just was able to take you a few steps faster than on your own. But I didn't make the posts. I didn't go build the decks. That's you can't just shift your success.
Amazing. I love hearing stories like that.
Yeah, so my point is you can go from a W-2 employee to a business pretty quick if you have a little bit of a roadmap.
But that's the difference there's a difference between a business. There's a difference between a businessman and an entrepreneur. The businessman goes into an already established field and just works with the market, pulls some levers, does his stuff. An entrepreneur tries to solve a problem that not many people are attacking and figure out a way to make it profitable at the same time.
Well,
we've been building it out for 4 years now.
Yeah.
We thought it was going to take 6 months to a year, and it did, technically, for the original idea. The original idea of Down2Chill was you click a button and you show up on a list, and that's it. It's when we talk to people, show them the
and you have to. Yeah, you have to see what the people want to build it.
But then you're at a question, you're like, people want this, and people want management and stories and other things, and alpha rounds a bit. Do we focus on that, or do we focus on building a user base, getting revenue? And if you don't have either money saved up or you don't have any sort of side income flows, you're screwed.
Well, this is more entrepreneurship, I guess. But I still think home service business hustlers are still entrepreneurs.
100%. They have to figure it out.
Yeah.
They have to figure out
but it's a more tried and tested. That's why a lot of, like Alex Ramosi said, if he started his first business, he would just do a home service. It's hard to fail. Like you're a lot of sweat equity. You can start off a bike. Like you don't need a vehicle. And so you can start with so little and just leverage the fact that you can yank weeds out all day.
You leverage your time.
Yeah, your time. Your
time is the most valuable asset you have. There is nothing more priceless than your time.
But with a startup like this, the revenue is going to hit. The revenue line is almost like this. As you're developing it, it's flat. Once it's developed and working, and home service, you're leveraging your labor, it's kind of steady. That's how I view it.
Well, that's the thing is in a home service business, if you start it to get any sort of outside investment, you need to show revenue. You need to show year to year, or month to month. You need to show how you're growing.
Yeah.
In the startup business, you can get funding if your idea and your competency in the field is there.
Yeah.
So if you want to develop an app, but you've never developed anything, never touched code in your life, you're going to have a hard time convincing that guy unless you have a co-founder who can do that.
Yeah.
So that's why, one, find a good teammate. Even in business, it's good to have a team. You're versing other teams.
Yeah.
So you're basically building up your team. And one of the original advisors that we've had on Down2Chill since 4 years ago was Nick Tennant. Nick Tennant brought in Spiro von Bacchus, and essentially Nick had a 80 million exit. He's a serial tech entrepreneur, globally featured. And I just saw his Instagram post. I saw he was posting some stuff about like the Fibonacci sequence, things that normal people don't post. And I just hit him up, commented, and then I asked him for a coffee. We met at Northville. I told him, hey, we got this idea. He was like, I like it. Let's talk some more.
This guy exited for 80 million? And he was one of your first investors?
He was our technically.
Does he provide some strategic oversight?
100%. They're both strategic advisors.
And investors.
Yeah, basically.
Cool.
So Spiro, he's a tier one management executive.
Yeah.
So he's worked with like Fortune 500 companies. He's worked for Oliver Rob Wyman, Goldman Sachs. He's got a crazy background too, but he's the one who taught me what it means to set up a company that's actually going to last for a while.
Yeah.
Instead of just like pump and dump or anything crazy. We were going to do so many things, and yet having that advisor there to say, hey, don't do this, it's a liability, or don't do this or go this way. Or
it's probably invaluable.
I redid the pitch deck with him probably over 80 times, man.
Yeah.
And that's a level of one that these two advisors see the value in the idea to both keep putting in their time to improve it alongside us. That was like, wow, this is amazing. And as they saw it grow, well, the whole team's just been getting more and more excited. And the fact that we finally passed the checkpoints of Apple Store it's been amazing.
Are you on Google Play?
That's the last thing. We thought that was going to be way easier. We were, and then new updated requirements. Essentially, why we took so long to get on Apple Store was we had to introduce picture checking so that any sort of harm, like naked people, anything, that was required, and it took a little bit work on the back end. So
these apps have like safety stuff kind of built in to what even can be on the software.
You can't get on the App Store. Like if you're a Flappy Bird, that's one thing.
Yeah.
This is a
social network. Yeah. Okay.
That breathes, grows. People can exchange information, content. There's a full messaging built out inside of it.
Yeah.
We made it simple. You can call or text someone outside of the app if you want.
Yeah.
We just show who's available, but we have a messaging inside. And the other little piece of magic is link chat. So you know how you link up with bros?
Yeah.
So let's say you're planning stuff out. Hey, we're going to the bar 8 p.m. or we're going to do a study session over at the hall. All your friends, if you set your link chat as public, they'll be able to pre-read that planning chat, see, hey, do I even want to go to whatever Ben's doing? And then they decide, do I want to hit the link up button or not? As simple as that. And the link chat only exists when 2 or more people link up.
Yeah.
The idea is you need to plan stuff out. You send a link request, you have a chat, then pops up, boom, you plan, talk, and you set it public or private.
Yeah, when you develop it more, I should have you on again. And what I'll do is I'll use, so we'll film it like this, but then I'm gonna also screen record, and we'll go through the app,
That'd be amazing, man.
and then I can just ask my dumbest questions, basically.
Oh, that'd be great. I'd love to get it. I love being asked questions, and maybe there's anything you can come up with that would be really necessary. Like the most recent editions just came out as an auto offline time. Sounds simple, but people don't want to go into the app to turn off the button, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to get hit up at 3 a.m. just because you forgot to turn off Down2Chill.
Yeah.
So you reintroduced an auto offline button to take you offline.
Yeah.
Small, but really meaningful in our use case. So
yeah, that makes sense. So, with the theme of like honorable partnership podcast, who can I connect you with being in my position where I'm interviewing tons of businesses for this?
Any business that would like to be featured to
the group, huh?
Yeah.
I even think once I'll just build my business network with the partner podcast, and then you just hit me up and I'll send out
get a good CRM, get like a newsletter or something going like once a month. Like just,
we got to, everything. So, but I'll just hit I'll hit the list that we have. Cause if once you dial it in and it makes sense, all the businesses are going to want to know about it, and I'm fine with it. Maybe you give me a finder's fee kickback, or I don't know if we can work that, but something.
The goal is to make self-sustaining revenue. That way we aren't relying on a next funding round.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
The magic is that if we can provide sustainable revenue and expand that, that's where.
And if you can just steal a model that's already working like Groupon, I mean, why not?
Well, they broke their model by destroying the businesses, by taking 50%. No.
Yeah.
A lot of businesses can't sustain that loss.
Yeah.
Now, compared to, hey, $20 subscription to use Down2Chill, then, hey, per coupon that we bring in, we've thought of it. Hey, your coupon, we could track if it works or not.
Yeah. Well, I want to do, and maybe this is a different podcast, but I think you would want to do a pay for performance. One of the beautiful things about LSA is like, you don't pay unless you are getting something. To me, that's a no-brainer pitch to all my business friends.
So here's the thing. I've thought of it two ways, because the business can be as active as they want. They can put more coupons, but like Yelp, it'll still take us a certain amount of bandwidth and management to have that business, have its stuff, have its pictures. Okay. So they just pay $20 a month as a subscription fee to be on the things to do, places to go. Yeah. So that's like, if they sign up for the whole year, we can give them a month, maybe 2 off. Yeah. That's for a business that's a pretty negligible expense compared to what it could bring in. Then we have the tracked ads, which if they introduce a coupon, something else, we've thought of different ways to, like you said, get paid for that. But we want to put the money back into the pockets of the businesses, not just take some out, but we do need a little bit to pay for iterations for users when they're sending messages. All this stuff, it's bandwidth. It takes money to run a server to do all this. So that's the part.
Well, and when you're ready to develop that fully, I can even run it, like talk to the business owners that are in the demographic of, like, would you pay $20? How would this have to be structured for you to say it's a no-brainer?
See, I did boot camp also through Ann Arbor Spark. Yeah. Their boot camp program, basically, if you've never been an entrepreneur, you have an idea, they show you that, hey, not all ideas are great. That's basically.
What did they say about your idea?
So they don't say anything. They tell you, you have to go out and find people who would actually pay for your idea. And then they also teach you a lot of other things, but they make you do market validation. A lot of people hypothesize that they can sell their idea. A lot of people say, yeah, I'll buy it, but would they sign a contract to actually buy it if it was there? Yeah. Would they go that step? So to do that, and then to find out all these questions that you're asking right now, I did that during boot camp. Is I went to business owners and I asked them, how do you do that? And with restaurant owners, the consensus was they don't have a lot of marketing ways. They've paid people to do crazy things, like even go give out water bottles with their things on them. But they said, if you can bring in users, or if you can bring in people, we don't care. Like, we'll pay for it and we'll provide a coupon, etc. As long as we can deliver. That's
okay. Okay. All right. Well, without going too long on the podcast, I appreciate having you on. Dennis
Slusar.
Slusar.
Yeah, it's a Ukrainian mess.
With Down2Chill. Thanks for coming on.
Appreciate you, Ben.
Appreciate it, brother.
Thank you.